There are several references in the Old Testament and New Testament that scholars interpret as prophecies about the coming of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The following the significant references. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, and I will put my words in his mouth. He will tell them everything I command him. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18. In this verse, God speaks to Moses, promising to raise a prophet similar to Moses from among their brethren. Muslims believe this refers to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as he was from the descendants of Ishmael, a brother of Isaac, and they see many parallels between Moses and Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. Or if you give the scroll to someone who cannot read and say, "Read this, please," they will answer, "I don't know how to read." Book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 12. Muslims believe this refers to the event when the angel Gabriel first came to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the cave of Hira and commanded him to read, to which Muhammad, peace be upon him, replied, "I cannot read." This is seen as a reference to the illiteracy of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the divine revelation given to him. Here is my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen one in whom I delight. I will put my spirit on him, and he will bring justice to the nations. He will not shout or cry out, or raise his voice in the streets. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. In faithfulness, he will bring forth justice, he will not falter or be discouraged till he establishes justice on earth. In his teaching the islands will put their hope. Book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 1-4. This passage speaks of a servant chosen by God who will bring justice to the nations, which is believed to reference the mission of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who brought the message of Islam to both Arabs and non-Arabs, establishing justice and bringing a comprehensive code of life. His mouth is sweetness itself, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, this is my friend, daughters of Jerusalem. Song of Solomon, chapter 5 verse 16. In the original Hebrew text, the word Mohammedan, which means altogether lovely, is found. Some scholars claim that this is a direct reference to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as his name is present in this verse, though translated differently in most versions of the Bible. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him, because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. John, chapter 14, verse 16-17. The term advocate, sometimes translated as comforter or helper, is believed by Muslims to be a reference to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who came with the truth and was not accepted by the world initially. I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all the truth. He will not speak on his own, he will speak only what he hears, and he will tell you what is yet to come. He will glorify me because it is from me that he will receive what he will make known to you. John chapter 16, verse 12-14. Many Islamic scholars interpret the Spirit of Truth as Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as he spoke only what was revealed to him by God, much like the description in this verse. Now this was John's testimony when the Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to ask him who he was. He did not fail to confess, but confessed freely, "I am not the Messiah." They asked him, "Then who are you? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" He answered, "No." John, chapter 1, verse 19-21. In this passage, the Jewish leaders were expecting three figures, the Messiah, Elijah, and the prophet. Muslims believe that the Prophet refers to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was prophesied to come after Jesus, peace be upon him. These references highlight the prophecies in the Bible that Muslims interpret as predictions of the coming of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. These verses are seen as pointing to his role as the final messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who brings guidance to humanity. He who sent not only for Arabian Peninsula but also for whole of humanity.